What's up, everybody? JT here, founder of Find Your Edge Trading, and today we're going to go over how to use the whole moving average. Now, the whole moving average is something that not a lot of people are familiar with, but I believe is one of the best moving averages in order to understand trend. Now, before we get started, make sure you mash that subscribe button. Make sure if you like this video, you hit the like button. And we also do have a free 7-day trial in our description if you want to check us out. So without further ado, let's get started. So I want to show you guys the whole moving average. Now, the HMA, or the whole moving average, was developed by a man named Alan Hull. And the great thing about the whole moving average is it's extremely fast and a smooth moving average. It basically eliminates a lot of the lag that you may see, but also smooths out some of the back and forth that you may see on an exponential moving average. So let's take a look at this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to indicators. I'm going to go to whole. We'll just type in whole, and you'll see whole moving average. And we'll click that. And what we'll do is I have a couple favorite time frames that I like, but the 9 is primarily one of my favorites. And what we'll do is we'll make this a yellow, and we're going to make this relatively thick. Okay. Now, that's a little bit too thick. Let's make it just a little bit thinner than that. That works. Okay. Now, what I want to show you is that the whole moving average, it's not necessarily like the simple moving average or the exponential moving average as far as crossovers or where price needs to be or anything like that. It's all about which way it's pointing. And if the whole moving average is pointing down, that's telling you that price is going down, or that is the trend. Now, when the whole moving average starts to point up, that's telling you that the trend is higher. And you can see with the 9, that can kind of keep you from being on the right side of the market and not looking at these red candles that may happen in between and getting caught up, not paying attention to the trend. You can see this a little bit more clear as well when you look at a larger time frame. You can see that uptrend right here. And you can see that we really don't point down until this point right here. We start pointing down, then we get that little point up, then we point down, and then we point back up. You can see it just stays with the trend, and you can see that now we're rounding and possibly rolling over. Who knows? But you can see that that's the best way to look at the whole moving average. Now we have the 9, and we'll also pull up one more, which is, I'm going to say, let's go with the 20. Now the 20 is going to lag a little bit more. Okay, and you will see that. You can see that it's not going to move as much. Let's change the color because it's too much like the candles. There we go. There's the 20, and you can see that it points up through all of this, and it's slower to react as opposed to the 9. And this is why the 9 is probably one of my favorites. Some even like to use even shorter time frames like the 5. Personally, I believe that the 9 is a nice happy medium. Again, the whole moving average is one of those moving averages that is severely underlooked. And even a lot of people like to use it as some special indicator that they're hiding in the background. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to worry about that. The whole moving average is really readily available to everybody, and probably one of the best things that you can put on your chart as far as to understanding trend. So again, one of my favorite tools to use. I like to use it especially intraday. When I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see when it starts to roll over, it starts to point down. That's starting to tell me that the trend's setting down, vice versa. It's just a beautiful thing. Check it out for yourself. If you guys have any questions or comments, if you're using this whole moving average, love to hear more. And if you like this video, make sure to mash that like button and stay tuned for more content. Thank you.